So here are your answers for 11.2 for those people who needed to see them. What we did in third period is we just watched a video break. I don't have one prepared for second or fourth period. I'm sorry. This is your video. Maybe I'll make it up for you later. My third period class feels special. They are special. They really are. Okay. So here we go. We're going to go right into section 3. Don't forget, you have homework tonight is on 11.2 and 11.3. 11.2 is out of the textbook, and 11.3 is off of the worksheet. So you'll need your textbook for 11.2, but you can do the worksheet 3 in class, and you should be fine. For 11.3, this is the whole reason we learned binomial expansion. The whole reason we learned that complicated way was so that we can do things on the 100th term. Binomial theorem is everything that you learned about Pascal's triangle just in a formula form. So as I look at this, I showed this to you when I taught you 11.1. I showed you this triangle that has the numbers and then with an A plus B as we worked it out. It can also be written in terms of combinations with letters and variables. So there's a whole nother way to look at this same triangle in formula form. And why is that important? Because then I can say, without using Pascal's triangle, we can find the 100th term of the fourth term of the 100th row without having to expand 100 rows down. So let me show you what you're going to do. First off, here's the formula that you are going to have to memorize, because I'm not going to give it to you. You will have to memorize it. So let's all write it down on your whiteboards right now. Write it down. N, little n, big C, little r, times a to the n minus r power, n minus r is the exponent, times b to the r power. N and R over here are in the basement. N, C, R in the basement. A, then the N minus R is in the attic, and the R is in the attic, if you know what I'm talking about. The C, the A, the B, they are in the house level. So let me tell you, I'm about to show you how messed up Mr. Promo's brain is. But when I was trying to figure out how on earth can I memorize this formula, I thought of something just wrong. I thought to myself that this formula sounds very much like That's Incredible. Except you kind of have to put your fingers over your nose and close your ears, and you have to talk like you have a speech impediment. And you can say, no offense, if you have a speech impediment. But let's just say I did have one. I might pronounce the word, that's incredible. I might say it like this, that's incredible. And if you look at this, I can say it as Incredible. That's Incredible. That's Incredible. Think about it. It's wrong. Yes, I am wrong. I will ask for forgiveness later on tonight. I will. But if this Incredible formula, that's Incredible, helps you memorize it, then guess what? Then my job is done. Then you actually know the formula and you don't have to memorize anything else. N, C, R, A, N minus R times B to the R. Okay. Each piece means something. A is the first term. B is the second term. C is a combination on your calculator. N is the exponent. And the only other thing you're going to have to memorize is this. R is the term minus 1. Because we start with 0, r is the term minus 1. This is the one you need to write on your whiteboards right now because you will forget otherwise. R is the term minus 1. Write it down 2-3 times, please. R is equal to the term minus 1. Just write that down real quick. You will find out in a moment. I'll explain. Right? R is equal to term minus 1. And your formula in Cranberry. Isn't that in Cranberry? You can think in Cranberry. I don't know. Doesn't really work for me. It's in Cranberry. Okay? If you remember it, that's all that matters. Okay. So, for example, here's how it works. If I wanted you to find the 8th term of x plus y to the 10th power, I do not want you to use Pascal's triangle. I want you to use this formula. We're going to use in Cranberry. So let's see. What is n in Cranberry formula? N is the exponent. So what is the exponent of this x plus y to the 10th power? 10. Good. So I'm going to put 10c. And what is r? R is the term minus 1. Which term am I trying to find?
8.
So the term minus 1 is 8 minus 1 is 7. So now I have 10c7 times a, what's a in this case? X to the 10 minus 7 power times, what's b in this case? The second term, which is y, to the 7th power. So this is kind of what I have right now. 10c7 times x to the 10 minus 7 power times y to the 7th power. And then I need to simplify. Go ahead, do that on your calculator or whatever, simplify and show me. This is where we'll end this video for 11.3.